Yeah, what's going on? What's going on, family? I'd like to welcome you to Poetry, Politics, and Life, where we bear it all. I am your host, Tony Briscoe, sometimes known as The Endurer. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. I want to say Merry Christmas to everyone out there. That includes Happy Holidays, that includes Happy Hanukkah, that includes Happy Kwanzaa, and those who are just dwelling in the winter solstice festivities, blessings to you all. My intent today is not to dampen or lessen the meaning of this holiday to some people. But during this time of year, for quite some time now, I believe about 5 or 6 years, I think about one of our students. And so today's podcast is in memory of Demario Bailey. Quote, "You must get an education. You must go to school, and you must learn to protect yourself, and you must learn to protect yourself with the pen and not the gun." End quote. Josephine Baker. Yesterday, while I was at church with my family celebrating the birth of Christ, I received a message from my school saying another student lost their life. And this time, as most in the inner city, it was black on black, which doubly makes it whack on whack. How could 4 black men look at someone's 15-year-old son and decide to rob him and end his life with a gun? And while some were downtown blocking off the Mag Mile showing unity, Satan came in again and cut down a 15-year-old in our community. No doubt these men were bastard child. No dad, no brains, no sense, no hope. They grew up as a hazard child. And how can I tell a mother God blesses the child who has their own, while she questions if she's still blessed now that her child is gone? What can I say to his mother? Or what can I say to his twin brother? What can I say to his teammates whom he was on his way to see? What can I say to his teachers who encouraged him to be all he could be? And what can I say to his classmates who no longer feel safe on these streets? And what can I say to 20-year politicians that have brought no change we see? Hold fast, trust God. It's life, it's hard. Hold fast, trust God. It's life, it's hard. Be hurt, but don't let it break you. Be angry, but don't let it make you. Be confused, but don't let it blind you. Be depressed, but don't let it bind you. Be scared, but don't let it hold you. Be furious, but don't let it mold you. Be heated, but don't let it control you. Open your heart and let God console you. I can sing God bless the child that's got his own. But what can I say to a mother whose child is now gone? What can I say to his family? What can I say to his advisor? What can I say to his brother who questions why he's the survivor? And what can I say to conservatives that live in a world of rich hope? What can I say to liberals that constantly pimp the black vote? And what can I say to these students whose tears I cannot dry, who questions I can't answer why Demario had to die? What can I say to his teachers who encouraged him to be all he can be? And what can I say to 20-year politicians that have brought no change that we see? Be hurt, don't let it break you. Be angry, don't let it make you. Be confused, don't let it blind you. Be depressed, but don't let it bind you. Be scared, but don't let it hold you. Be furious, but don't let it mold you. Be heated, but don't let it control you. Open your heart and let God console you. It's life, it's hard. Hold fast, trust God. It's life, it's hard. Hold fast, trust God. Quote, "You must get an education. You must go to school, and you must learn to protect yourself. And you must learn to protect yourself with the pen and not the gun." End quote. Josephine Baker. I wish I could say that Demario Bailey was the last student that we lost, but I'd be lying. We've lost several students to gang violence and to gun violence and to community violence. And it hurts. And parents this holiday are hurting. My family is no exception. My nephew was killed in June of 2020 in the midst of a pandemic, and he was in Arizona. His life was cut down at 18 years old. I miss him, as I'm sure Demario's mother misses him, as I'm sure his family misses him. So for those in this season who are hurting, I pray for you that you find strength that you may not want to, that you find hope that you may not desire, and that you find a peace that you may not find necessary. Hold fast during this season. I am not one who speaks from the sidelines. I don't speak from a pew. I don't speak from a bench. I speak from the front lines of community engagement with the Champs Male Mentoring Program, where we help our young black and brown men, young boys. We come alongside of parents and help them be all that their parents desire them to be. And we do three things, and we live by 3 E's: education, empowerment, and exposure. That is the purpose of Champs. In anything that we can do to help our young men, to help our young boys grow up and be active in their communities, that is the work that we do on a weekly and sometimes daily basis in Chicago. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. Have a blessed New Year, everyone. And then all you do, be safe and be encouraged. God bless you.